If you're spending your evenings grinding Leetcode right now, I need you to stop for the next 10 minutes and hear something uncomfortable. The skill that got developers into top tech companies for the last decade, it's not going away, but something new is being added on top of it. And the developers who figure this out first are going to have an enormous advantage. I'm a tech lead in the industry. I've been on both sides of the hiring table, and I'm going to tell you exactly what that skill is and why it matters whether you want a job, want to freelance, or just want to finally ship that app idea you've been sitting on for 2 years. Quick context on why I'm talking about this. I'm a software engineer and I've been building production systems for 6 years now. A few months ago, I decided to do something that most people told me was impossible: build a complete consumer app from scratch, solo, while working full time. iOS, Android, full backend, design, everything. The app is called My Glow Lab. It's an AI powered skincare app, and I shipped it in less than 2 months alone. That would have been genuinely impossible for one person 3 years ago. The reason it wasn't impossible is the same reason why hiring is quietly shifting right now, and that's what I want to talk about. Here's what's actually changing. For the last decade, the path was clear: grind lead code, pass DSA rounds, get the offer. That path still works, but something is shifting underneath it that most developers haven't noticed yet. The industry is realizing that shipping speed is a competitive advantage. A small team that can build 10 times faster beats a large team with theoretically better engineers. And AI is the thing making that speed possible. So, forward thinking companies and hiring managers aren't just asking, can you solve a graph problem in 20 minutes? They're starting to ask, can you take a vague requirement and turn it into a working deployed product? Can you architect a system with AI assistance and still understand every decision in it? Can you debug every line of a code which is not written by you? This is already showing up in how startups hire. It's beginning to influence how senior roles are evaluated everywhere. And I think within 2 to 3 years, it is going to become a standard part of how developers are assessed at most companies. The developers who start building this skill now are going to be very well positioned. The ones who ignore it and keep only grinding DSA are going to have a harder time. For freelancers, this is even more dramatic. The economics of freelancing used to mean client wants an app, you need a team, designer, front-end dev, back-end dev, maybe DevOps. Or you do everything by yourself and it takes 6 months and you're exhausted. One person who knows how to use AI properly can now deliver what a 4% team used to deliver in a fraction of that time, at a fraction of the cost, while the solo developer earns more because they've cut all the overhead. I've lived this. I did the design, built the iOS app, ported it to Android, built the backend, deployed it, and submitted it to both App Store and Play Store. The phases that used to require specialists, AI assisted me with all of them. I was the decision maker and the quality checker. AI was the execution engine. If you're freelancing or thinking about it, this workflow shift is the single most important thing happening right now. And for the people watching this who just have an idea, an app, a tool, a product they've never been able to build, how many developers do you know who've had an idea for years and never shipped it? I know a dozen. The gap between idea and live product used to be enormous for a solo developer. You needed expertise in almost everything. Most people gave up before they start. That gap is genuinely closable now for one person. I'm not saying it's easy, I'm saying it's possible in a way it wasn't before. And I'm going to show you exactly how. Every phase, every workflow, every mistake over the next few months on this channel. I'm going to document the complete workflow I used to build and ship my Glow Lab, from the initial idea all the way to live on both App Store and Play Store. Every phase, what AI tools I used, what prompts actually worked, what failed, and what I had to fix myself. It's not going to be a highlight reel, it's going to be the actual messy process. So if you want that, do subscribe, because this is what the next several months of content are going to look like on this channel. And one question before you go, do drop it in the comment section. What would you build if you could actually ship a full app solo with AI? I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.